Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Philemon Chambers about Single All the Way, which is going to be available on Netflix December 2nd. Thank you for your time. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me, PD. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, it's holiday season, Christmas season, you know, as you can see with the background of my sweater. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah.
It's coming out soon.
Yes, I am so excited. I am ready for the holidays. I am ready for my massive family to just be in my space and annoy me. You know, I'm down for it. I'm down.
This movie is so much fun, and I'll tell you what I really enjoyed about this film, and people are going to see it. There's a tag team duo of the heart in this film and just the comedy. Like, this is a funny film.
Yes.
Did you notice that a little bit when you were making it reading the script? Like, it's got a lot of heart, but it's got a lot of laughs. Like, it's a funny movie.
Look, let me tell you, being on set with Jennifer Coolidge, being on set with Kathy Najimy, Barry Bostwick, Jennifer Robertson, Michael Urie, they are funny. And, you know, when we were doing certain scenes, I would be like, oh my God, this is so funny. And then the next moment, it would be very heartfelt, very understanding. And it just had this thing. And I do think, and it's a homage to Chad, our writer, because there is that balance. It is that balance, and it's a good balance.
It is a great balance. What was it like? I'm curious what it is. I mean, it's Calm Before the Storm. It's going to be up pretty soon, December 2nd. What was your reaction like when it was like announced? Like, I'm not even talking about when you were casted for this. I'm talking about because there's difference, right? Like, you finally got it, but then they announced the project.
Yeah,
and it's amazing for this is coming out very soon. It's a great time. Mm-hmm. What was going on when it was announced, like on Netflix for you?
Okay, so if we're talking about announcing it on Netflix, very like, okay, this is happening. This is happening. My mom, she woke me up and she was just like, guess what? I was like, what? So she took me downstairs and then she was just like, you can watch the trailer on Netflix. And I was just like, oh my God. So just seeing her, honestly, full of joy brought me joy. Because it's a monumental moment for me. You know, this is my first feature film, my film debut, and to be doing it not only with Netflix, but also to be bringing in this new era of, you know, gay holiday rom-coms that are positive, you know, first of its kind. I'm super, super, super happy, super excited. Even again, going back to when I was first cast for it, I was like, okay, you guys are joking. You're pinching me. Don't joke with me. Like, seriously? Like, so yeah.
It's interesting kind of to add to that a little bit too. They're saying we're in like the golden age of storytelling right now. And in a lot of ways, I feel like that is very true. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons, and I think it kind of has to do with what you just said, is stories that weren't usually told are finally getting told. Is it safe to say that's kind of a highlight of why you think we're in kind of the golden age of content right now, Philemon?
I genuinely do. I mean, if you want to backtrack a little bit, from our first Marvel Black superhero, Chadwick Boseman, to now having our first Black gay character be portrayed in Eternals. I, honestly, and just speaking from reference to the, you know, being a young queer Black man, it's just monumental that these stories are being told, and also to breaking barriers and breaking stereotypes and getting rid of that, and actually, because I mean, in my day-to-day life, everybody accepts me. You know, it's things that I personally, you know, and of course, like, I understand that not everybody's story is that fortunate, but this film can show what that is like if they were. And if they watch it, it gives them that thing of, you know what, like, maybe I am doing too much. Let me just try to be a little bit more knowledgeable. Let me talk. And I always welcome conversation. I always I will answer your questions as long as you're respectful. You know, so that's what I'm saying.
And that's a good segue to my next question. I mean, when they get to see Single All the Way, takeaway wise, specifically, can you go into like what you're hoping to get out of it when they watch the film?
Love, peace, acceptance. When I say love, because a lot of people confuse the word love with it being unconditional.
Mhm.
Not true, because a lot of the times it's on a conditional basis. I love you in condition of, versus loving somebody unconditionally for who they are, for what they identify as, no matter if you're lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, whatever you identify as, love. And the film is filled with so much love and joy, and how you saw it and how you felt about it is literally how it was every day on set. That transfer over into the film.
It was so funny. Like, well, no, because you go into it, rom-com, right, and everything. And calm is there, right? Comedy. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
So funny. And I do need to ask, it's gonna happen. Maybe more like inside jokes. I need to know, like, it must have been a blast shooting this film with everyone, like you said. There had to be some pranks or goofiness, and there's something you got to share with us. There had to be something. Did you prank anyone? Did anyone prank you?
There was no pranking because we were filming in Montreal, and we were under strict COVID.
That's where I'm from, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Yep.
Okay, come on, Montreal. I love it. I really do. It is so beautiful. But we were under strict COVID rules, and we couldn't do certain things. However, I will say, when we were filming, what scene was that? We were filming the Christmas reveal scene when Christmas Carol reveals her Christmas tree to everybody.
Yes.
And this was basically the last scene of the day. We were super tired, and it was funny because I'm very much, if everybody around me is tired, I'm full of energy. And so I remember performing the Lion King opening, The Circle of Life, to the room, which was filled with Jennifer Coolidge, Kathy Najimy, Jennifer Robertson, Michael Urie, everybody. And I made them have a good time, And
what a room, right?
I'm just saying. I was like, look, all the confidence I had was there. Okay. I was like,
They're going to see again, and it's interesting. It's hard to do interviews like this because, I've seen it, you've seen it, you've shot it, but no one else has seen it yet. So you don't want to do spoilers. I will say the chemistry that you and Michael have in this film is just amazing. So what was it specifically like working with Michael on this project?
A dream come true. Michael was, from day one, we did our chemistry read, and I remember getting off of the chemistry read and going to my sister and being like, oh my God, like, it was just, I've never experienced anything like that. The chemistry between me and Michael it clicked. It was just there. There was no pushing. And then
quick in the film too. Like in the film, like they're gonna see it in the film, like right away. I'm just saying.
It's so natural. It is so not forced. And you get to see us play off of each other. And it's a genuine thing. And then towards the end of the film, not gonna spoil anything, but it's a culmination of everything. I'll leave it at that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, it's hard to spoil it, but it's so great. I can't wait for people to see it because it's going to be out there. It's one of those things too, where ensemble cast, you talked about it when you said with the Lion King, like the people that are in the room, like it's just amazing. Ensemble casts have come a long way in terms of, a lot of different characters, and it's amazing because there's a lot of amazing people and there's a lot of characters. Everyone's got their kind of time to shine in this film, if you know what I mean by that.
Yes, they do. They do. Yes.
Which is amazing. Did you kind of notice that as well? If you're going into this, you and Michael are cast is, Single All the Way. It's about, two best friends and everyone wants them to be finally together because everyone knows they're in love. But then there's all these amazing characters that are helping both your characters and that are around. Did you notice that as well? Like, this is a great ensemble cast film.
No, the casting was done so well. I mean, to John Clay Harris, who was the casting director, amazing. Again, Chad, also Netflix. Thank you, Netflix.
Thank you, Netflix.
Thank you, Netflix. It was just one of those things where everybody. It was, when I tell you we became a family, it was so well done. Everybody was loving and accepting and helping. It was just one of those things. And you are right. Every everybody in this film has a time to shine. It was
Absolutely.
honestly one of the best things that I've experienced.
Philemon Chambers is a storyteller. That's what you do. You're a storyteller. It's an exciting time. You know, the film's coming up pretty soon. It's an exciting time, like you said. What excites you specifically about storytelling these days?
The genuine stories, the stories that were kind of put off back years ago and that are now getting light. The idea that, this movie, this is a big game changer, especially in the queer world, the LGBT.
That's a good way to look at a game changer. Absolutely.
It is a game changer because it is nothing but love and acceptance. And we haven't had that. We have not had that. And especially growing up as a young Black queer boy who didn't accept himself, I look back now and I'm like, wow, what I needed, I am now, and I can be that for other people. I can stand in the way and kind of merge that gap. And, I can have these interviews and I can be asked questions and be fully open and transparent. I'm just excited. I'm excited.
It's interesting too, because you mentioned doing interviews. There's always kind of like different flows of like hype. Like we talked about, like it got announced, trailer, you're doing interviews now. Are you starting to get used to the different, like the spikes of like excitement and busyness? Because it's like you're done filming it, right? Like it's coming out, but now it's like a roller coaster.
there is a whole different aspect to it. Like, nobody can prepare you. Nobody can prepare you. I thank my team every day. Literally, I'm sure they get tired of me because I will literally just say thank you at the beginning of a text and then continue on with what I'm saying. But they literally help me out every day just to keep me grounded, keep me sane. Because, it is a lot, but also too, I definitely do feel a responsibility to, be able to come on here and articulate how I feel. And it's exciting to have a voice and have a platform where I can actually do good with that. So, so I do feel, I feel you on the different. It's wave.
It's like that for the outlets too, right? Depending on the season of like the holiday season or the holiday, like it's like that on our end as well.
Yeah, I understand completely.
It's crazy. Before we wrap up as well, I hope, actually, I wouldn't say I hope, I know this is going to be one of those movies for years that's going to be on the heavy rotation of holiday movies you have to watch. Okay, I'm not saying I hope, I know. Okay?
I know. Oh, I know.
Okay. Yeah. What are some on the top of your head Christmas holiday movies that you liked watching growing up?
Okay, I am a big cartoon buff. I am a big kid at heart. I love Frosty the Snowman. The Grinch. The Grinch is my all-time favorite, but we cannot forget The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Of course.
I'm just saying, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack, you can't forget Jack.
Of course. For me, it was getting on the cartoon thing. For me, like Arthur was a TV show that I used to watch all the time.
Same.
Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Wait, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it is amazing.
But wait, now have you seen Roly Poly Oly?
Yes, the Christmas one, of course. Like a long time ago, though. Not like a long, but Arthur's Perfect Christmas. Philemon, thank you so much for coming on Popternative chatting with Single All the Way. I really had a good time chatting with you.
I really did too. Thank you so much, PD, again, and thank you, Pop Narrative. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, December 2nd on Netflix. And where can people follow you on social media to keep update with everything?
You can follow me at Philemon Chambers on Instagram and on Twitter, The Real Philemon, because Philemon Chambers was taken. Somebody, just wanted to take it. It's okay.
Absolutely. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes, popternative.com as well. You're going to be able to catch Philemon Chambers in Single All the Way, which is coming out December 2nd on Netflix. Until next time, it's Philemon Chambers and PD Beats signing on. Happy holidays, everyone.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.